Boys and girls, you're going to be making some scratch art paper today. You're going to color an entire sheet to look just like this with oil pastels. So you're going to start off with a blank sheet, and I want you to make 2 scratch art papers today. Okay, so that if you make a mistake on one, we have a second one that you can use. So that when you get your blank sheet of paper, the first thing you need to do, even before you start coloring, is to write your name on the back and your teacher code. So I'm going to write Mrs. Lee and 4BW. Okay? And then on this side, you're just going to fill it with colors. And you can choose any color combination. You can do a pattern. You choose what it will look like. When you scratch off, the colors underneath will be what you see. So I'm going to start with some red, some yellow. When you press down on your oil pastel, you want to press down with some pressure. You don't want to do it really lightly like that. You see the difference? You want to press down so that the colors are overlapping and they're nice and thick. Also notice that I'm leaving a border around. It doesn't have to be a perfect square. It's kind of a rough edge, and that's okay. It kind of gives it an artistic look. I'm going to fill up the rest of this page. Again, you don't want to do it really lightly. You see the difference? You want it to do it nice and thick, not like this. If you do it like this, it won't work as well, and you won't be able to scratch off as much to see the picture that you're going to scratch. And I'll explain more about that next time. Alright, so now I have my picture completely colored. My name and 4BW on the back. The next step is your teacher will come by and put some black paint on a plate, and you'll get a paintbrush. And the secret ingredient to make this scratch art paper is liquid soap, just dishwashing soap. Okay, so we're just going to put some in our black paint. You need to share this paint with people at your table. Mix it up. It'll smell nice and soapy. And then you're just going to paint right over the oil pastels. I'm going in one direction, making it nice and smooth. And this is what it will look like. It's wet, so you'll need to put it in the drying rack to dry. And when it's dry, it'll look like this. So remember, you're making 2 pieces, 2 sheets. So when it's dry, and this will be for the next time you come to art, we'll be using these wooden sticks that are sharpened at one end, and we'll be able to scratch a picture into this space here. Again, notice that I left an edge around the paper. This helps so that when it's wet, I can still hold on to it without getting my fingers full of black paint. Okay, so you want to leave that edge there. It also makes a nice border for your picture. So when I'm going to scratch some lines, you can see that the oil pastels that I colored behind shows through when I'm scratching off that paint that was mixed with liquid soap. Okay, and we'll talk about what we're going to scratch into our picture the next time you come to art. Okay, so that's scratch art paper. You'll be making 2 sheets today, and when you're finished, they go in the drying rack.